Everyone has used or at least seen a water bottle at some point in their life. It's an object that is very prevalent in society, but if I were to pull someone off the street right now and ask where water bottles come from and where they go after use, they probably could not answer. Today we will address those very questions. What are water bottles made of? Where do they come from? How are they made? How are they used? And most importantly, where do they go after use? First, we will begin at the beginning. Like many plastics, water bottles are a product of petroleum. Petroleum is harvested from the earth, usually using an oil rig in the deep ocean. The cost of drilling in deep water is upwards of $50 million. The well at the oil rig is typically injected with water, chemicals, and pressurized steam. This forces the petroleum to the surface where it is gathered and taken to a refinery. A majority of plastic bottles are made of polyethylene terephthalate, or PET for short. This is a strong, light material that is produced from crude oils. Just the process of extracting these oils, as previously discussed, is detrimental to the environment due to the release of greenhouse gases. After the distilled oil is sent to the refinery, it is handed to the manufacturer. There it is stretched and blown into a mold. The PET is then heated and placed in the mold where the bottles can be shaped and sized to the desired specifications. The mold is then quickly cooled and removed. After making the bottle, mass production begins. The bottles are sent to a bottling plant where the bottles are filled, labeled, and packaged for shipping. The bottles are then shipped by the manufacturer to vendors who distribute it further to consumers. Approximately 56% of bottled water is non-municipal and requires extensive transportation. Statistics show that over 1 billion water bottles are transported weekly in the U.S. via truck, rail, or ship. Product sales are at a rate of more than 1.9 billion servings a day, and the estimated cost of a water bottle is $1.45. 67 cents of that $1.45 goes to the retailer, 47 cents of it goes to transportation, 16 cents to production, and only 15 cents is actual profit. It takes over 1.5 million barrels of oil to meet the U.S. demand for water bottle manufacturing alone. Is it really necessary to market water bottles? People are going to buy water if put in the situation, and no amount of marketing will change that for the better or worse. Many companies use the act of bottling water as a chance to describe the quality of the water or the care that was taken when creating the product in regards to how it has impacted the environment. In the UK and US, public tap water is of impeccable quality, but still American consumers spent approximately $11.8 billion on bottled water in 2012 alone. These statistics show that regardless of the quality of free water, the American public is still content with paying $1.45 for water in a plastic bottle. There are no regulations restricting the shelf life of water bottles. Any expiration dates listed on the bottle is a simple courtesy to let consumers know that after approximately 2 years, the bottle may change or deteriorate. But otherwise, the quality of the water does not drop. After purchasing the water bottle for approximately $1 to $2, the water is drained and the bottle is either recycled or sent to a landfill. Many times consumers will also reuse the bottle, filling it with various other liquids. This is highly discouraged by manufacturers due to bacterial growth. Even if the bottle is reused, it is typically not used for more than a week, so ultimately the bottle will end up either recycled or trashed. Americans alone discard 33.6 million tons of plastic every year, but only 6.5% of that plastic is actually recycled. The rest is sent to landfills where it could take over 1,000 years to decompose. The oceans are another dumping ground. 100 million tons of plastic debris are estimated to be floating in the world's oceans, causing huge detriment to marine life. The small percentage of plastics that are recycled are sorted, shredded, and melted down into pellets that can be made into other products such as fabric, automotive parts, fibers for carpets, or fiberfill for sleeping bags, winter coats, and dog beds. There are even some companies that are opening bottle-to-bottle recycling plants that recycle PET bottles so that they can be reused as bottles once more. The average American is not really aware of the environmental impact water bottle manufacturing has on the world. Just the extraction of materials alone is destroying the world's oceans and ozone layer. For such an accessible resource as water, it is almost silly that companies bottle and sell it. It's convenient to be able to just walk into the store and buy a bottle, but at what cost to the environment? Not only does the production of water bottles harm the environment, most water bottles are not disposed of properly and either sit in landfills or pollute our oceans. So the next time you feel tempted to buy a bottle of water, consider where that water bottle has been and will be.